have what it takes to be able to counter that.
Well, they started very well during their past game, but every time you give up 103.3 points a game to your opponents, that would be very, very difficult as we see the starters. EA Albano, Bobby Ray Parks, of course, that backcourt has been prolific for the Alab Pilipinas ball players. Ronaldo Bachman in center because PJ Ramos is, as we understand, is suspended. Kalen Chongson is also right there. And
as we can see also, Lawrence Domingo will be
Lodo.
filling that spot. Lodo will be filling that spot for the suspended PJ Ramos. As we can see again, these starters, Boknania, Domingo, Parks, Albano, Tiongson. For the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors, we have Sun Liu, the newest addition, Corey Bradford, Chai Chen rather, and Shantens Patterson, the newest addition in replacement of Eddie Curry.
Cortez Patterson wasn't really prolific in his debut, but we'll see if he would bounce back. Mike Bell had been playing really well for them, and we'll see. He's not starting today.
This is a small ball lineup. PJ Ramos, he is the storyline, one of the many storylines that why he's not playing. It's because he already has accumulated 5 suspensions, and once he accumulated that today, he is 5 technical fouls rather.
Very feisty competitor.
5 technical fouls for this season. Thus, he is suspended for this game.
And he also missed the game against Hong Kong. He had food poisoning, bouncing back with a triple-double. Big numbers for him. But we'll see who would step up for the San Miguel Beer Al Pilipinas.
And it's time to step up for the bigs. JR Alabanza is there. Brandon Rosser. Prince Rivero can also play the big. And Lawrence Domingo, the feisty, undersized big man, will be proving his worth as he will start tonight. All right, it is game time. Philippines versus China for tonight. Tonight's offering February 17th, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas versus the Wolf Warriors. Zhuhai gets first possession for 3. Too short, a rebound by Albano. Albano setting up the play. Tiongson to the short corner to Lawrence Domingo, looking to post up, turns around, spin move, that is good. Lawrence Domingo.
Very awkward looking move, but very effective. Lawrence Domingo has been that energy guy since last year for the Alab Pilipinas.
Soon Hefeng makes the first basket for the Wolf Warriors.
And good early attack there. Quick execution after a made basket, scoring underneath.
The masked man, Bobby Ray Parks, the back-to-back local MVP, setting it up. Tiongson to Albano, getting a screen from Bachman. Albano now to Parks for 3. Too strong. Skying high for the rebound is Tiongson, but no go. Chai Chen with the rebound. Going all the way. Ball will stay with the Wolf Warriors.
Quite a wild shot there for Chen Shai.
Chai Chen is actually the leading scorer for their team at averaging 18 points per game.
And also one of the surprise locals stars here for the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors.
Shantens Patterson making his entrance in today's game.
And we've seen him warming up really well this afternoon, putting in a spin move.
Tiongson has this shot. You can't sag up on him. Tiongson for 3. Albano gets offensive rebound. Ethan Albano with a second chance bucket.
Showing some athleticism right there, tracking the ball, just going hard and putting a clutch move upstairs.
Ethan Albano is also one of the biggest assets, one of the biggest playmakers for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Make that Bradford, Corey Bradford, inside to Patterson, kicks it out. Back to Patterson, drives inside, hand it off to Sun Hefeng, but shot clock, almost a shot clock violation. Looking to run the play is Alab Pilipinas, crosses over Albano. Drop pass to Bachman, inside, reverse.
Easy pickings for Ronaldo Bachman, just running in transition, parking himself like a tree underneath the basket, getting the extra pass and making it over the outstretched arms of the defenders.
6-4, Alab Pilipinas leads Zhuhai. Bradford. Chai Chen has this shot for 3. Go-ahead basket, Chai Chen.
Soft touch for the big guy, Chai Chen. Greatly executed pick and pop.
Lawrence Domingo inside with the outstretched arms of Sun. Baseline. Kicks it out. Now to Parks. Bachman, unselfish basketball by Alab Pilipinas. Loose ball foul on Lawrence Domingo. Meanwhile, let's turn over to our third member of our broadcast panel, Ms. Denise Densai. Go ahead, Denise.
Mix and Martin, as you mentioned a while ago, the Wolf Warriors were just crippled by San Miguel Alab Pilipinas last Friday, which came as no surprise as Alab Pilipinas is a dangerous beast after every loss. Now, Alab really showed their biggest strength, which is how deep their bench is, outscoring the bench points of the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors by 21 points. And while San Miguel didn't start well this year, they're determined to end well and secure their spot in the semis and defend the crown. Handing it back to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Denise, for that report. As a Patterson makes that bucket, that pull-up jumper, she said it best, Denise, that San Miguel Alab Pilipinas undoubtedly has one of the best benches.
And the local talent has been there. They outscored the Wolf Warriors 37-16. That bench really was big, especially Pau Havilona, scoring 8 points in the third quarter.
Bobby Ray Parks gets fouled on the second serving. Patterson will be called for that one.
And like a bull on a china shop, Lawrence Domingo and Ray Parks underneath, throwing their weight around, fabricating possessions and earning 2 free throws.
And since the entrance of PJ Ramos and also with the consistency of Ronaldo Bachman, Bobby Ray Parks is averaging 15.4 points per game. He's only the third leading scorer, as we can see the Mighty Mouse coach Jimmy Alapag.
And how about his outside shooting?
Yes.
This ABL 9, he has been stroking it more consistently than ever before, showing a different facet of his game.
It's also arguable that he doesn't need to contribute that much because he
has
has a lot of help.
As a playmaker.
Yes.
Mostly as a playmaker.
Dribbling violation called on Chai Chen. Good defense on Kailan Tiongson.
And for all the gifts that Chai Chen has, operating on the high post and being the focal point of the offense is not one of them. He has better served as a secondary scorer, not the primary ball handler, just catching and shooting and being a big man underneath.
Well, not bad for a secondary scorer that he is actually leading his team in terms of points. Bachman at the post, drops it off. Domingo gets trapped, but Domingo powers his way in.
I gotta love Lawrence Domingo. Lodo just wrecking havoc underneath, 4 points, and just stepping up big time here.
Good defense by Albano against Bradford. Good swipe, all ball. Albano running the break, 3-on-1. Domingo, yes, back to back.
And he told us before the game that he would go crazy. Definitely 6 points running the floor well for Lodo.
It has been a good decision for the coaching staff to start him. 6 points by Domingo and a good defense, good block by Domingo. Running the break is Alab Pilipinas. Bachman to the corner, Parks for 3. Rebound by Bachman, kicks it out to Albano. Albano floater with the right hand, ambidextrous move by Ethan Albano. And timeout by Coach Matt Skillman. He couldn't take it no more. It is a 5-point lead, 14-9 by Alab Pilipinas. Lawrence Domingo, the starting undersized big in replacement of PJ Ramos, is proving his worth. 6 points already, 3 out of 3 in this game. Also with those 6 points, he's also proving his worth on the defensive end. As we can see, Ethan Albano, this latest assist to Lodo, Lawrence Domingo.
And I want to go full disclosure on you, Mix. He is one of my favorite players in the ABL.
Me
Ever
too.
since last conference, he has been an energy guy. Doesn't get plays called for him. Very effective and doesn't back down even if he needs to defend taller and heftier guys.
And of course, the willingness to get those rebounds, the willingness to get those stops. Lawrence Domingo is one of a kind.
And his energy is infectious.
Yes.
Every time that he is there, their energy and the temperature of the team just picks up another notch.
That's what you call impact players. As an impact player, indeed, impact plays by Ethan Albano, almost forcing an 8-second violation. But good defense nonetheless. Patterson, now to Liu. Bradford to Chai at the post. Drops it off. Blocked by Bachman.
Second block by Ronaldo Bachman on the same play, and here he is running down the floor.
The ball will stay with Alab Pilipinas.
And how about the help side mix? Every time that they get that interior passing, Ronaldo Bachman would be right inside the paint, right there, and just at the last moment getting that shot blocked.
Actually, no PJ Ramos, no problem, because also the front court of Alab Pilipinas is doing, a double effort when it comes to the defensive end.
And they are quicker on their feet, playing on a small ball lineup because Lawrence Domingo is around 6'4" on a good day with shoes. So he plays really with high energy, and Ronaldo Bachman with this length covers a lot of ground.
Bachman for 3. Short. Rebound by Chongson. Reset the 14 for Alab. Hounded right now by Zhongshan Hachao. But breaks away. Bobby Ray Parks inside.
Specialty of the house, breaking down the defense and putting in a move on the secondary defender, making a basket underneath.
That is the backup point guard, Zhongshan Chao. Against Bobby Ray Parks. Bradford off the curl. Too strong. Rebound by Domingo. Looking to run is Alab Pilipinas. Domingo. Parks open. Corner. 3.
Good stroke, good night. Ray Parks, back-to-back baskets, three-pointer. He has been shooting that corner 3 very, very well, especially this year.
Unlike the last game where the Wolf Warriors had a better start. Right now, the tables have been turned as this is the biggest lead of the ball game by the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas as a Parks breaks away against Zhongshan Shao.
And credit half of those baskets, both of the baskets to Lawrence Domingo, setting a screen on one end and bringing it down, forcing numbers, kicking it out at the last moment.
Yeah, now Chai Chen at the post against the smaller Chongson. Body to body. Chen short on that up and under move. Bachman running the break. But errant pass there to Albano. Turnover for Alab. Chai Chen for 3. A rebound by Jong. Bradford. Cross-court pass. To Sanche. Sanche. But Bachman is there. Asking for a screen. Now to Chai Chen for 3 again. Finally knocks it down for Chai Chen.
Dials it and books it from distance. Smooth stroke reminiscent of Sam Perkins, but Ronaldo Bachman takes care of business right away.
Smoother drive by Ronaldo Bachman. 21-12 for Alab. Bradford falling away. Gets that trickle in.
Somebody who just turned 40 last December. He's just a solid guard.
Bachman pulls it up. Pulls it in.
You gotta love our imports. You gotta love all this world imports. Ronaldo Bachman right now 6 points. On the other hand, Corey Bradford getting a running shot to go in.
And San Miguel Alab Pilipinas hasn't changed lineups yet compared to the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors where they had some substitutions. Too strong on that 3 on the corner. Albano takes the rebound. Looking to run the break again, but a blocking foul clearly called on Corey Bradford.
And Corey Bradford trying to block the driving lane of Ray Parks. And taking the contact right there. And that collision was like a wide receiver and a quarterback trying to play on the ball right there. Good thing Ray is wearing that black mask.
Orbistondo now for Albano. Brandon Rosso will take on the place of Kaylan Tiongson. The fireball Josh Orbistondo.
Consistent the whole year. Makes a three-point shot every single time for the past 17 games. Let's see if he could continue that streak.
In the last game against the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors.
Got into the fourth quarter.
Yes. The last game rather at home, that was a month ago at the Dome in Lapu-Lapu City. It was Josh Orbistondo made 4 threes in the second quarter that created the separation. It basically dictated the game for Alab. Inside, Parks to Bachman, high and low play, no problem.
Basic basketball off the screen and slip, catching it up high, not bringing down the ball and finishing it off the glass.
And causing a misdirection on the defense for that screen and slip. Successful screen and slip for Parks to Bachman. Bradford pulls it up for 3. All net swish for Corey Bradford.
And Corey Bradford in front of the defender. He loves those pin down screens and just stepping into that jumper.
Domingo gets fouled by Jong.
And he plays tough. He plays strong. You see that slip, taking the contact and still have that upper body strength to take that shot attempt.
And the Wolf Warriors make that Alab Pilipinas are just too fast. Do you notice during transitions?
And a lot of times they have been forcing numbers. During their last game in Zhuhai, their legs were not there. Towards the end of the first quarter, they were still trying to get their rhythm back, trying to reintegrate PJ Ramos on the fold. And right now, it's a totally different style of play that we're seeing because all of their guys are quick on their feet, and then now they're employing that zone press.
2-1 zone press off the free throw and clearly getting a stop. Parks, Euro. No good. Chai Chen with a rebound.
A nice move there, almost but not quite for Ray Ray.
Jong looking for Bradford. Denied by Urbistondo. Gabo almost worked for Bachman. 5-on-4 break. Patterson will get 2 free throws.
Yeah, Tez Patterson, good hands right there, stepping into the paint. And Chai Chen dropping it at the last moment. Lodo just had to give up that hard foul.
Kailan Chongson will check back in again in the ball game. And Lawrence Domingo gets high fives from his teammates. 8 points, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Checking it with our statistician, J.R. Apostol, keeping it in check. And Patterson missing the first. Splits the charities, Sean Tens Patterson.
And Tez Patterson really needs to pick up his game. He didn't play that well during their last ball game against Alab Pilipinas. Let's see if this would be a bounce back game for him.
Chongson. Rosser. Backdoor play, backdoor pass.
And a hard foul given up to Ray Ray Parks. And assist numbers right now. We were saying, Migs, as we see this backdoor play and Ray Ray Parks just reading the defense very well. Almost a nutmeg pass in between the legs of the defenders. But going back to the pace that you were saying, a lot of their transition baskets came from assists. Our assist numbers right now, 8 for Alab. For the Wolf Warriors, they just have 4 assists. And on the rebounding side, Alab Pilipinas controlling it 11-6.
And last game, Martin, it was San Miguel Alab Pilipinas dominating the boards 54-36, right now, as you mentioned. +5 on the rebounding end for Alab Pilipinas. Looks like they're on their way to having another dominating rebounding night as Paulo Avelona checks in the ball game for Bobby Ray Parks. The 1-2 combo, 1-2 punch combo, Urbistondo and Avelona. This is deadly, Martin.
And very fast right there. Urbistondo getting a steal. This is what they like. They like to run and get free threes on the transition.
He has that shot, Paulo Avelona. Yan She in the ball game. Now Bradford manning the point against Tiongson. Bradford.
Ace match right here. Tez Patterson against Urbistondo.
Yan She against Avelona. Turnaround. Rebound by Rosser.
Brandon Rosser crashing to the floor. Still getting that rebound.
Takes it out again. Avelona for 3. Same outcome for Paulo Avelona. 0 out of 2 as he checks in the ball game. But you can see the bench anticipating that Avelona, that's his corner shot.
And even I was raising my hand after that because he is in rhythm. Last game, he knocked down 2 quick threes after entering in the 3rd quarter. Those were just his points. And that's his role, just defending the lead guards of other teams.
Mike Bell in the ball game. Hands it off to Bradford. 12 seconds on the shot clock for Zhuhai. 2-man game between Bradford and Bell. Bradford pulls it up. In and out. Rebound by Tiongson. The powerful Warrior. 3 seconds to go. Pulls it up. Almost, but not quite. As San Miguel Alab Pilipinas takes a 10-point lead to end the first quarter, as we can see a strong start. The highlights from the first period, Martin.
Totally different from the start that they had during their game last 15th of February. 18-13, that was the final score in the first quarter. But right now, 28 points there, plus 15 over that span in the first quarter. They've been shooting well and a lot of fast break points, Migs. That's what they capitalized. To top it all off, Lawrence Domingo has been stepping up for the absence of PJ Ramos.
8 points apiece for Bobby Ray Parks, Lawrence Domingo, and Ronaldo Bachman as Alab Pilipinas leads by 10 points, 28-18. We'll be back for more ABL.